So, a big story has kind of just come out that Marcelo from Real Madrid is being linked with Leicester, and it's looking very speculative, I guess. Like 1 minute it's not there, next minute we are really all over it. What is going on here?
I think it's a bit of a shock signing. He's just finished his time at Real Madrid. He's a free agent right now. He's probably coming in 200 grand a week, and we're like, let's do it for a week, for a year contract. Well, it's a bit of a Cambiasso situation, you know. Ex kind of legend player has been coming to the end of his career, wanting time in another league, and we can offer him the money, offer him a year's contract at it.
It's like, for me, the way I look at it is like nowhere near the level, because obviously I'm going to talk about Lingard here for Forest. It's kind of that sort of situation where they've signed a 1 year contract, quite a high wage. See if it does anything and helps the team out, really, for me. And that, for me, it's going to be a stupid sign if it's can happen.
Marcelo?
Yeah, because it's like don't get me wrong, if he joins, then it's an insane signing.
Yeah.
But like you wouldn't ever say, where's this come from? It's so mental.
Blue, but I think it's a deadline day transfer.
If you want a big signing to come in on the deadline day, that is the sort of signing you want to bring in. Fade has signed Yesgrave. Fade has signed Never Say Never. Jack says.
It's looking very reputable. We've seen it over everywhere for past half now. All these verified Twitter accounts, verified Spanish Twitter accounts saying that. I don't see why it's impossible. I don't see why.
I'm not saying it's impossible. But it just seems so out of the blue, and we've had no transfers the entire window, and now someone as big as Marcelo is coming here.
We need a player like him. We need a. He's a leader.
Ryan, yes, Real Madrid.
Yeah,
the one who's won like 50 million trophies. Really about falling off his chair with the compression. No, but he's just, for me, it just seems so mental. We need a winger, not a left back. You never know. He could play right wing.
He's very much a wing back kind of player.
Yes. He's kind of that one where like Ricardo used was until he got injured. Now you need that sort of up and down the pitch.
I think we kind of agree. Justin and Castagna are decent. I think we need a leader in the back four.
Yes.
More than anything. When you look in that back four, even if Evans gets injured, who do you put in that back four to be the leader? So someone like Marcelo comes in. You know, I think he's got just a point to prove, and see what comes in.
I reckon I'd run down the streets with my pants down, ankles up, the pump pen put to paper.
I wouldn't hold your words to that, because if you look on Twitter, it's looking quite heavy.
So go on then. Obviously, we've already signed one defender.
Yeah.
This defender can now, if this happens, would you see any more signings after this one? Because obviously, again, we're looking at Boga guy. Apparently, there's a few complications with it, saying that we want a loan deal for him and not a permanent deal, but Atalanta do want that permanent move for him to Leicester. But can you see, other than this signing, going forward, if Marcelo does come in?
I think we need to bring in some other players as well. Boga guy sounds a bit like Atalanta having our pants down a little bit, with you either have him or you don't. Again, it's a weird one. I've seen a bit of him. He looks all right, but again, he's come in. Lookman came into Atalanta, and he's took over Boga's place, and now we're looking at getting Lookman's second best to him at Atalanta. So I'm a bit like, again, I said it earlier, why didn't we just get Lookman? It's a bit. And rumour has it, if we do buy him, he's going to cost more than Lookman would be like.
Yes.
We're looking at 15 to 20 million for him, whereas Lookman's 14 million.
AO says Marcelo at 36 isn't very good.
34,
I think for me, he's probably going to be one of our best defenders we're going to have in the club if he does come. Is it obviously his first signing? No, we've already signed somebody today in Wild Phase, I think.
And Smith, don't forget.
And Smith, sorry, we forgot about that old man in the back in the goalkeeping spot. But yeah, for me, it's completely out of the blue.
Yeah.
There isn't really more to say about it. It's a big summer signing if he comes in.
Oh, 100%. I think it's morale boost for not just fans, but hopefully the players to have someone.
Yeah, you need someone in there who know what he's doing.
It's a statement a little bit from the club. Yeah, he might be on 250k a week at Leicester, but it's you know.
Ben, it must be a hair theme today. WWE is next. Oh yeah, they just want to bring the afros in, don't they?
Yeah.
But
Headed the ball out so they don't go in the net.
yeah, you're right. Yeah. What else is people saying? He would also be unreal in the back five with at left back
he's
and probably most
definitely,
wages.
Well, a free agent, he's probably going to be 200 grand a week, but that's probably why we're risking it. Because
if he's free, then the money that you would put in buying him,
like I said, a bit like Lingard,
it would be in the wages kind of
if it's
situation.
200 grand a week, that's I'm not no good at maths. In between 10 to 20 million ballpark per year.
Nick Moore says that Marcelo ain't coming. We need a winger, not a fullback. I know we need a winger. We've got the main centre back we need that we are going to replace for Farner.
I'm saying that we need him, but he is one of the.
Yeah, you can't not want it. If he's actually going to come to Leicester, you wouldn't say no, would you?
No.
Does Leicester really need Marcelo? Because I doubt he plays second fiddle to Justin.
I think he right back.
I wouldn't. I think Marcelo would get straight into our team.
With Ricardo injured, and no offense to Castagna, but Castagna's having a bit of a shocker the past few games against Chelsea. Sterling's second goal, he was nowhere to be seen around man marking his players. So
there you go as well. Susie says we might help us with the experience this season. Yeah. It's another again.
He's that one there. Sorry, it just says rubbish. You've been reading Fox too much. It's a bit. What about Cambiasso when he joined? What's the difference? He's coming to the end of his career. Wants Premier League football. What's the difference? There is no difference. It's someone who's a free agent who wants
Want to be the first to say woot woot. Woot woot. Source. It's all over Twitter. Again, there's no actual official stuff going out, but everything we've seen, he's even apparently in London at the moment, flying over from, I'm guessing, Spain. So there's so many things going around that he is joining Leicester. He's looking to come to us. Apparently, it was due to a medical as well. So you never know. It might not happen. It might not be true. But before we come out and say, because there's been so many rumours recently for him, is Tielemans going? From what we've seen on the kind of leaked team sheet, no, because he's in that team for tonight. But what's your take on your at the moment?
I think from what we've seen, that team could easily change if Tielemans was to go. I think we'd swap it around in the last minutes.
If it's over Twitter, it must be true. I saw Neymar and Morrison.
We're not saying it's true. We've seen a lot of things saying it could happen, and
yes,
I don't think it's impossible for it to happen. It's one of those, like I say, I keep saying Cambiasso situation.
It is false. It's been debunked already. You never know. I'll take it. John, I will bring you on in 2 seconds to get your thoughts on it. Any news on Marcelo to Leicester? Yes, we've just been talking about it. There's been all over socials recently about him not wanting to join, but apparently we're looking in getting him. But what do you reckon to Brendan Rodgers if this is true? What do you reckon it is kind of bringing him in for? Is it the leadership? Because obviously you gave Evans the captain. Do you think we need someone? Yes, a bit older because our team is quite a young team. Do you think? I keep saying
it's very much a Cambiasso situation and bringing in someone who's had experience, who's won a lot, coming in, but I don't see why it couldn't happen. I'm not saying it will, but when we signed Cambiasso back in the day, everyone was probably thinking, it's a bit of a weird transfer. He's a bit of a, he's a legend in football. He's coming to the end of his career, and I think Marcelo's kind of the same. I don't see why he couldn't come in, and he might come in.
Yeah, put that in. We'll speak to John in a minute. Let me make sure we got the connection, and we'll bring him in. Right. Can you hear us, John? Yeah. Right. Audio. Speaker apples. Right. Yep. We'll bring you in. Hello, John. How are you?
I'm not bad. It's been the best day so far for Leicester since the season ended. We beat Southampton 4-1. We actually made a signing.
Yes. So, what are your thoughts on the Marcelo rumours? Because we're when I first heard it, I was shocked.
Tell you what, I've been flabbing all over Twitter and different sources trying to find some links. A few look a bit bogus, but one or two I think look quite legit. But obviously, they're all rumours at the moment. I'm waiting for official, maybe Fabrizio, your favourite, maybe even something like that, thinking it's a rumour or thinking it's there are actually talks. But why not? I'll take him. Who doesn't want? I'll take him for more, tactics and actually he's multi Champions League winner. You need him in the back, his backroom staff. But I don't know. It's a long shot. But if it happens, brilliant. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, and obviously with the first signing it's the first outfield signing, obviously in the Wout phase. What's your kind of opinions on him? Do you think he'll suit Leicester?
Yeah, we need him. Fofana was a great tackler and he got the ball really well, but we needed some height for attacking and defending. He's tall, he's very physical. He's a no BS defender. If he gets the ball in defense, he doesn't mess around with it or pass around the back. He gets rid of it, which is different. As someone said before, it's different playing style to what we're used to against Brendan's tactics. But we need it. We don't want anyone messing around the back, and we want a no nonsense defender, and that's what we've got.
Yeah, and then with it being deadline day today, you said, do you think anyone else will go today in the club? Obviously, Tielemans has been kind of saying that 25 million, either you'd be buying for that price or he stays. You've got a few others as well. Maddison, well, I don't think he will go, but even the likes of Maddison is kind of linked to places at the moment. What's your kind of take on that?
Everyone will be linked with everyone at this time because they're so, even Marcelo being linked to Leicester, all the rumours are going around. But the two players that I think could go is Söyüncü and Tielemans. Söyüncü was being linked with Wolves, that's been flying around or stuff like that. Tielemans with Newcastle or Arsenal. But apart from that, there's only two players I think could go.
Nick, no, I don't think if he comes in, we will play on a right wing. I don't think that'll be the case. But again, everyone's saying that we might not need a fullback, but realistically, you're not going to turn down someone like Marcelo, who's won multi-million Champions Leagues.
Use him as backup in the cups, and that knowledge, that his appearance in the changing rooms and his knowledge and his ability, he was one of the best fullbacks in the world at one point. So I'll just pay him just to be here for a year, just to talk, teach our defense how to defend. I'll take him.
But yeah, that is kind of the rumor at the moment. Obviously, we'll go live again if anything kind of happens. Johnny, did you have anything to say before we do end the show?
After work, I just thought I would give my opinion.
No worries. Appreciate you coming on, mate. See you in a bit. But yes, that has been the transfer as of now. We've still got 10 hours until the end of the window.
Yeah, just under, I think.
And then we've got 6 hours until kickoff. Realistically,
busy end of the day. Hopefully,
will Marcelo be the one who comes out on the pitch before kickoff to say we're signing you?
I don't know. I think it is a shock move. I mean, it's going to be it's a weird one. I'm just looking at the screen because I can see on Twitter all I'm seeing is Marcelo to Leicester. Might just be a trend hop thing where someone's seen it once and I'm going to do it. But people are saying he's landed in England, going to do a medical.
If he's in England, then surely he's going to some Premier League club, even if it's not us.
Yeah, well, but like I said, there's a show going on tonight. What could be score predictions tonight? I'm not sure. What do you think, really?
I think a lot of us in the office have said it could go either way. I can't see it being a draw. It's either going to be an absolute battering for us, or I think we'll have a good fight and we'll probably win.
I think we need to bounce back tonight. I think today's the day to put those 4 games aside and
Phil was working hard, so we can't bother him. There you go. They're all saying hello to you, Phil. But yeah, that's obviously, again, any other transfer news will go back live, but we never know. And then Liam says, really, I think you're being the positive one. It's now rubbing off on me. See the movement in the window. I'm still happy with Brendan, but recruiting is key.
You got to listen. We're papering over cracks a little bit. We just need to see how it goes today because if we get smashed tonight, we're going to be back on the Rodgers out bandwagon. And
I might be, but yeah,
I'm not going to change my mind. I'm still Rodgers out. I think we need a new man to change it up. Marcelo is a very wing back player, so if we do bring him in, maybe we will finally see that Rodgers playing with 5 at the back. That's what we all thought he'd come in and do, and he's very rarely done due to whatever happened. But
Not yet. I've not given anyone the money yet. We'll have to wait until tonight until we get the win. But yeah, appreciate you joining me, Sam, and we'll catch you next time for any other transfer news that kind of pops up in the day. Cheers.